Oh, hello, my wonderful beautiful brothers and wonderful beautiful brothers, guys, and wonderful beautiful imagination. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not doing this what if in text to speech, it's because originally whenever I did it, the first two parts, way back when the hell was the first part and second part? Two years ago. February 3rd, 2021. So 2021, February 3rd, 2021. That's when the first part was released. Oh, hello, my beautiful broskies and bros, guys, of the Dark Shadow Maverick Nation, and welcome to Pop. Well, hello, my wonderful broskies of the Maverick Nation, broskies and bros of the Maverick Nation. It seems the second part was released February 12th of the same year. So yeah, 2 years ago. God dang. So you guys, I'm starting a little thing of a nostalgia-thon. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but this isn't the first time I've done this. Though it will be the first time I do this in this way. I'm just going to be picking, like, whenever I do, whatever I do. It's not going to be any specific order. Maybe, maybe not. Like, you know, I'm just going to be doing a nostalgia-thon of, like, older what-ifs. So, there's not going to be any text-to-speech for a while. Because, you know, these older what-ifs, I didn't do them in text-to-speech, so I'm not going to do my nostalgia-thon, you know, resurgence of these what-ifs in text-to-speech, because that's not how they were done before, so I'm not going to do them like this now. Or like that now. So, I don't know if you noticed, guys, but last time I left off, I believe it was a, you know, 4 universes tournament. Because as then it was, you know, they liked the whole idea. So yeah, the lineup for it basically says, you know, I have it up here on Notepad. Universe 50 lineup. First there's the G.O.D, which is Izuku. The Angel, Showa. Supreme Kai, Heisei. And the 10 people participating for Universe 50. Izumi is human and also sort of Izuku's sister. And there's Varudi is a Saiyan. Garumeta is an Namekian. Vyra is a Yardratian. Crystal is an Iceling. 16 is Badamesh. The 6 is Badameshri, is a demon. 7 is Kumori, is a Saiyan. 8 is Vegashire, is a demon. 9 is Anazari, which is also a Saiyan, and 10 is Gukori, is also an Namekian. And some of these names for like Universe like 6 and 9, I'm not exactly going to probably pronounce correctly because, well, I just saw the names like, man, I saw them for like Universe 6, 7, like, not really, basically 6 and 9. I saw some of the names and I was like, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to pronounce those correctly. Some of them I'm probably sure I will, but some of the Universe 9 ones and like all of the Universe 9 ones, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to be able to pronounce correctly. I think some of the Universe 6 ones I'll be able to pronounce correctly, but I don't freaking know. All I know is, if you guys want to know about the Universe 7 lineup, who from Universe 7 is participating, well, I actually plan to go, everybody. Go over everybody who's participating. Basically, Universe 9's lineup. The G.O.D is Sidra. The Angel is Mihoto. Mohoito. I think that's how that's pronounced. The Supreme Kai is Ro. Basically, Sorel, Roselle, Oregano, Comfrey, Hyssop, Chappelle, Hop, Basil, Lavender, and Bergamo. The last three are basically the trio de Donze. And basically, the lineup for Universe 7 this time is Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza, Android 17 and 18, Krillin, and Boo. Yes, this time Boo will not be, caught slipping. He will not be asleep. This time Boo is ready. So yes, Boo's going to be a part of this time. He's not going to be caught slipping. And Universe 6's lineup. The G.O.D of Universe 6 is Champa. The Angel of Universe 6 is Vados. Supreme Kai of Universe 6 is Kaioshin. And basically the 10 fighters for Universe 6, Dr. Rota, Batamo, Magetta, Frost, Kaba, Caulifla, Saunel, Perina, Kale, and Hit. So, yeah. Basically, I wanted to ask for the who's going to fight who and how is that going to be decided. So, because it's only 4 universes. Well, it is and it isn't. Because you see, I shouldn't leave that for later. Anyways, how that's going to be decided is, well, random. Literally random. It's just going to be, well, random in the case of the story, but for me, it's not going to be random. It's going to be, who do I want to fight who, and when do I want them to fight? Yeah, basically, when do I want who to fight who, and when do I want them to fight them? For this, this is the first round, because I don't think I'd be able to do all of the rounds in one video, since I can only record 3 hours worth of footage, apparently. So, yeah. So, unless I make a lot of the fights really short, I don't think I'd be able to cover over more than one round for all of the frickin' fighters. So yeah, basically in the context of the story, it's going to be, random, but in the context of me, it's going to be who do I want to fight and who do I want who do I want to fight who and when do I want them to fight. Which basically something interesting that I'm going to say is, well, Showa Izuku's angel. They wouldn't have told Izuku this initially, but, they would have heard from, Heisei, Izuku's Supreme Kai, that apparently, the Grand Priest, heard from Zeno that maybe it would be interesting, if, the people from Universe 50, that Izuku knows, were to be there as well, and also the other people who had, been there in that Tournament of Power, for them to be there too. I mean, even if they're not fighting, they should at least be there to see the fireworks. And, the Super Dragon Balls all be there because, the wish. And whenever Izuku hears this, he's just like, what? And Showa would just be like, Lord, I believe it, I did not stutter. And, Izuku would just be like, damn it, Showa. Damn it, Heisei. Heisei, if I wasn't linked to you, I would kill you. In fact, and the Showa would be like, you just said, and then, Izuku would be like, I'm not afraid to die if it means I get my revenge. And Heisei would have been there on the planet with Izuku and Showa, and it would be like, oh my god, I just got the worst god of destruction ever to be with. Like, this is even worse than Pyrrhus and Champa. This is even worse than that. Even worse than that freaking Roshi dude, the elephant guy, And it would just be like, it would just be crazy. Like, Roshi and like Syndra. Like, this is like the worst guy I could possibly be paired up with. Like, this guy's a complete and total wild card. Like, he doesn't care if he dies too. He's gonna kill me. And Show would just be like, damn. We got a really freaking crazy ass freaking god of destruction. No wonder the Omni Kings like him. He's absolutely balls to the wall crazy. And, Izuku would just comment with, yeah, Showa, you do know that if we die, you go inert, like, you go sleepy sleep. And Showa would be like, well, he isn't afraid to say that to me. Yeah, really wild card of a freaking god of destruction. No wonder the freaking football head little Omni King dudes like him. He's absolutely cray-cray. And Izuku's just like, whatever. I'll destroy shit later, but for now, just worry about keeping our hides intact. After all, this is a tournament where we're involved, too. Along with Universe 6, 7, and 9. And apparently the other, 12 universes, plus the people that I knew from before I became the God of Destruction, well, at least the God of Destruction of Universe 50, are also apparently coming with. Oh my god. Why me? And basically, Kaioshin will just be like, and you're acting like you're the one who's inconvenienced by this. And, basically they would be like, doo 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 doo. And so, yeah. Like I said, the other members of like Izuku's class are just people that Izuku knew, including, his mother, as well as, basically since Izumi's already, participating, why wouldn't he go get to come and see her daughter participate? And will, get another chance to see her son, who is apparently now the god of destruction of their universe, Universe 50. Which apparently is way out in the space boonies. And, well, they don't even know what their mortal level is. But apparently that's high enough that their G.O.D approves. Which apparently her son is the G.O.D. So yeah. Franco, that's a pretty big pill and hard pill to swallow. But this is basically forcing her to overdose on those pills. So yeah. This whole situation here. So yeah, basically, even though they won't be participating, they basically be there to, spectate. So basically, yeah. Oh boy. Oh my. Yeah, this is gonna be absolutely whack. But before any of that happens, Izuku wants to do throw a little bit of a party, invite the other universes, 6, 7, and 9 participants, as long with their, G.O.Ds as well, and their angels, and Supreme Kais as well. So, yeah. Basically, Universe 7, 9, and 6 are invited over to Izuku's planet, where he has, the participants that he's going to, well, he doesn't really have them around because he wants to keep that a secret. He wants to keep his participants a secret. Smart move, man, smart move. So, yeah, he's just keeping an eye on the competition. Oh, what's this? It looks like Universe 6 has some Namekians. Interesting. Oh, and Universe 9, they have the Trio de Danger. Basil, Lavender, and Bergamo. Well, do they have any other big threats? Izuku doesn't really seem to care. And as for Universe 6 opponents, well, there are the Saiyans, Ko, Khalifa, and Kaba. And there are the two Namekians, that were previously mentioned. And, there's Hit, the one assassin guy who can apparently, mess with time. That could be a problem. If, due to some information leaking out, Izuku wasn't already aware that, Hit lost Jiren. Oh, no, Universe 6 seems to have this, Frost person who looks pretty shaken up for some reason. For some reason, they look pretty shaken up. Shooken up, whatever. Oh, and look at Universe 7. Last time, Izuku was around Universe 7, he didn't really get a good look at all of their, best fighters that they apparently wanted to show. Let's see. Izuku's like, let's see. Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Gohan, Piccolo, Frieza, Android 17 and 18, Krillin, and Boo. Wait, wasn't that Boo guy the terror of the universe? Or Universe 7 at least? Oh, nearly killed all the Kais, making that reason why Shen is the Supreme Kai, because all the other Supreme Kai candidates are dead because of the dude. Even killed Grand Supreme Kai, Daikaido. Even got him. So yeah. It's a pretty good competition. Like Izuku thinks it's pretty good competition. That Krillin guy's not that bad. And, he's even married to that Android 18. And basically, seeing as 17 and 18 seem to be related, that would make him related to 17 through, the marriage to 18. But Gohan, Piccolo, and Frieza. Well, Goku, apparently Gohan's Goku's son? And, was even named Gohan because of the fact that there was this Grandpa Gohan guy who, Goku wanted to name him after. And Piccolo, Piccolo's story is Piccolo's story. And Frieza, Izuku's just scratching his head on that one. He's like, why is, the Terror of North Galaxy, the other Terror of North Galaxy here? Why is this dude on your team? What benefits do you get from having this guy on your team? Really, really trying to wrap his head, Izuku's really trying to wrap his head around why Frieza, just why Frieza at all. Don't get Izuku wrong, he's been doing his research. Just was trying to figure something out about the other universes participating in the tournament. But whenever Izuku gets to thinking about Broly, the same with an insane amount of potential. Whenever he gets really angry. That's when he can also learn whenever he fights, as he fights. That's interesting. No wonder they got him on with this. He seems... It's not really that he likes to fight, it's more like he is put in situations where he has to fight. That could be useful information. Very useful information. And also, the Kais. The God of Destruction, Kai, Supreme Kai, and even their Angel. Very useful information. So yeah, Izuku's just gonna bide his time, and train, like, make sure his members, his lineup are trained up for the occasion, the Four Universes tournament, and try to prepare himself mentally for whenever he has to come face to face with Bakugo again, and try to make sure that Showa doesn't try to destroy him, and even try to get himself to refrain himself from destroying him. He has gotten actually really good at Hakkaiing people. It's not just, random mass destruction energy. He can actually perform really good Hakkai. Hakkai blasts. He's actually gotten really good at it. Like Beerus level, good at it. And talking about Beerus level, well, he can actually go into, well, believe it or not, he can actually go into his own sort of like full cowling version of Ultra Instinct. And he's really good at doing that as well. Because, Izuku's really good on the brain. So he'd be able to learn stuff pretty fast. You just have to give him the right materials to work with. And have him on the right mindset. And so, whenever the tournament finally does get there, come time for the tournament, well, more or less, as everybody's like walking down, Universe 7 doesn't really pay attention to all much any of the universes, really, because, there's not really that many familiar faces that they can see right off the bat. That is until they see some very unfamiliar faces. That must be the 10 participants of Universe 50. And so, Goku being Goku, he wants to know these people right away. And Vegeta just being pissed off. And Piccolo and Gohan just being like shaking their heads like, ah, son of a... And Krillin just being like, Krillin, he's just Krillin. And, 18 just like being around Krillin because, they're just hanging around. And, 17's there with them. And Broly is just... Well, Broly doesn't know what to do. I mean, Frieza's right there, and, Broly was told earlier, not to freak out just because Frieza was there. Unless Frieza, decided to cause any problems. But Goku wasn't very, specific. Very, specific on really what, the whole entire thing was like a, well, so yeah. She's like, Broly doesn't really know what to do, and, Frieza's just, like, eating this up. And so the first person that, Goku goes to surprisingly, Goku doesn't really want to start fights early. He just wants to meet these people. Since he didn't get a chance to earlier, whenever, all the other universes were invited to, Izuku's planet. And Izumi is just, off to herself, not really talking much to anyone. And Varuti, Komori, and Azari, the three Saiyans of the group, are, just, well, Varuti's very, Varuti, and Komori and, and Azari are, well, themselves. They're just kind of, off to themselves. And Garameta and Gakori, well, the Namekians don't really seem to like Piccolo all that much. And by proxy, don't really seem to like Gohan all that much. Thanks. But eventually, Showa and Heisei, and eventually Izuku, all make the stage and tell everyone to, since, didn't get to meet prior, you should probably meet now. Regardless of your feelings on the matter. This is indeed a thing that's happening. So shut up and just say your piece. Izumi, just right off the bat, is competing with Frieza and freaking Zamasu for the title of Ultimate Racist. Basically, whenever, everybody's trying to get Izumi to say anything, Izumi's just like, why should I say anything to these low little pieces of sacks of, Universe 6, 7, and 9 shit. Basically, I wasn't kidding whenever I said she was competing with Frieza and Zamasu for title of Ultimate Racist. Yeah, she literally thinks that all of the universes that aren't Universe 50 are sacks of shit. And, Inko doesn't really know if that's a product of the fact that you basically trained her into the ground. Yeah, trained, Izumi into the ground after hearing about what would happen if, Izumi did come back and when he did. So, basically, had her trained into the ground. And she doesn't really know if this is a byproduct of that, her attitude, her racist attitude towards all other universes that aren't Universe 50. So yeah, she's basically freaking Izumi's just like, why should I talk to these two low-life pieces of Universe 9, 7, and 6 piece of sacks of shit? So yeah, definitely competing with Frieza and Zamasu for the title of Ultimate Racist. And Varuti doesn't make this any better because Varuti is actually kind of supporting this because, it's like, yeah, Universe 50 is the best universe, and you guys know it. So why don't you just get off the stage like the bunch of bitch you are, She's more or less supporting this because she does indeed believe that Universe 50 is the best. So yeah, Varuti really doesn't give a damn about Izumi's racist attitude towards other universes. He just thinks it's, okay, because she definitely does indeed believe that Universe 50 is the best universe. You know, that's saying pride. Pride in her universe, you know, Universe 50. And Garu Meta is just like, guys, can you guys just not right now? I mean, jeez. Like, can you guys just not? And Vi was just like, let them. Let them do whatever. If it gets them killed, it will get them killed. You know. Basically, you know. You know, basically, Crystal, you know, being an Iceling just like, you know, Frieza and Frost. But this time it's actually like what Frost, you know, what a lot of people probably wished Frost would have been, you know, an actual good Frieza instead of what we actually did get. Crystal is actually that good Frieza, you know, not a total asshole. Not a wolf in sheep's clothing, but an actual good version of Frieza. You know, trying to actually, you know, defuse a situation, you know, before it gets too out of hand. And Batamestri is just like, the name is Batamestri, and that's all you need to know. Oh, and I'm also a demon, and that Deborah fellow can go die in a ditch for all I care. And then Goku would just be like, actually, he's already dead. Boo killed him. And Boo would be like, yeah, Boo killed Deborah. Or, you know, turned him into a cookie, then eat him. And, you know, Batamestri would be like, I think you and me are going to be very good friends. Yeah, Batamestri freaking hates Deborah. Because, you know, Batamestri was going for the title of Demon King, and so was Deborah. And Deborah basically, you know, sneak attacked him, basically taking the title for himself. So basically, if it wasn't for Deborah's sneaky tactics, you know, Batamestri actually would have gotten the title of Demon King. And, you know, because of those sneaky tactics, not only did he not, but he had to go to a different universe in order to, you know, lick his wounds properly. And Kumori, another Saiyan from Universe 50, well, really doesn't know what to think. Except for, well, this is all just damn troublesome. Like, Kimura doesn't even want to fight, you know. Doesn't really have that same Saiyan pride that, you know, others have. It's more or less just like, being a Saiyan's cool and all, but, whatever. Really just not feeling it. And Vegashire, a fellow demon, like Batamestri, Vegashire, well, wasn't really going for the title of Demon King, but did indeed feel pretty heartbroken about the fact that, you know, a fellow demon kind of got, you know, sauced on by Deborah. And so, well, isn't really going for the same, you know, motif as Demon King, like Batamestri is. Vegasshire doesn't need, not like Deborah, for being a dick to Betamestri. In fact, that's actually a reason why Vegasshire is also in Universe 50, because they both fled together. And the third and final Saiyan of Universe 50's lineup, Anazari, is really just very closed off, and really only says what needs to be said, or at least what they feel needs to be said. And it's really more focused on, keeping a certain someone from going too out of line. A.k.a. Varudi. Basically, Anazari's like, the Kale to Varudi's, Caulifla. And that would mean that Komori would kind of be like the Kaba of the group, which is basically how it is. And the second and final Namekian of the group, Gukori, well, is more or less the same attitude as the other Namekian. Basically have the same train of thought. So, yeah. That's how that happens. And so, what will be the first fight? Well, oh boy. Oh boy. What I can tell you is that, well, things are about to get really messy really fast. Because the first fight here, being Basically, the first fight of the first round being Izumi versus Basil. Izumi of Universe 50 versus Basil of Universe 9. And basically, Mojito and Ro are just with Sidra, and they're just like, oh, it seems Basil's up first. And Sidra's like, and that's what I'm worried about. You do remember what happened against Basil versus that Majin Buu, right? And Mojito would just be like, relax, it's just a human. And Ro would just be like, yeah, just a human. And, basically, everybody just hearing this would just be like, you said what? And Bakugo would just get over there to Izuku and be like, so wait, that's your sister? And, well, Basil will be all confident and, just being all like, you being like the ultimate racist and all that shit against our universe. I don't fly by that, and my friends don't fly by that. The trio they don't, we don't fly by that. So, eat this, say less, you little shit. Just firing key blasts. And, just like, Izumi would just move faster than the blasts. The blasts. And be like, did the match start yet? You little rat skin rug. And Basil would just be like, what did you say? And basically, the Grand Priest would comment, well, no, it didn't start yet, but still, I mean, just look over to Izuku, and Izuku would be like, don't get on me. She's doing that on her own. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Just like, don't get on my ass. She's doing that on her own. Woman literally just called freaking Basil a rat skin rug. And then basically the Grand Priest would be like, now the match has started. And, like, the Omni Kings will just be clapping and be like, yay! And basically, Bessa will, like, waste no time and just, get up there and, like, boom, 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 girl, yeah, and just, like, like, smack against the frickin' thing. But unlike the Tournament of Power, where you can go out of bounds, in this, you can't go out of bounds. That was decided, it would be like the Universe 6 tournament where you couldn't go out of bounds. So basically, Izumi would actually be like, is that the best Universe 9? Little shit, Scott. I'm disgusted with your weakness. Come after me with everything you have. Otherwise, you're just a bunch of weaklings. Is that all Universe 9 is? A bunch of weaklings? Aren't you supposed to be the strongest fighters they have? You're all just weaklings. Compared to me. And, she would just be like, and the rest of Universe 50. But then again, what should we expect? Universe 50 is the best universe after all. And Basil would just be like, shut up! And, Izumi would just go straight through it. And Basil would be like, wait, what? Nani? And, like, how the hell did you do that? And basically, it would look like somebody, like, punched him in the gut, like Izumi punched Basil in the gut. But for some reason, she would just, boom, and, like, Basil would go up in the ground and then fall down. And he'd be unconscious. But, the Grand Priest's going over to inspect Basil, see if he's, like, actually conscious or not. Would see a hole in his chest. Yes. Basically, with Inko training Izumi into the ground, she actually learned how to create a Keyblade. Like that of, the two Zamasus. And eventually a Key Sword. So, yeah. Basically just took him out with that. So yeah, Basil just got dropped. And the next fight would determine who would fight, Izumi next, in the second round. Because I believe that's how that works. Because the second fight would be Vegeta versus Magetta. I believe of Universe 6. And I believe Magetta was of Universe 6. But Vegeta with his trash talkingness would easily beat Magetta. Because, Megetta would get their feelings hurt. And, that would just be, like, way too damn easy. Next fight will be fight 3 would be Khalifa versus Lavender. Khalifa of Universe 6 versus Lavender of Universe 9. And oh boy. Khalifa, she would just go Super Saiyan 2 and absolutely decimate Lavender. Just without, any remorse. However, Kale, yeah, her fight would be next. Fight number 4 of the first round would go to Kale versus Bergamo of the Trio de Donde. Also, Lavender of the Trio de Donde, but, Lavender got their ass beat before Khalifa. And, Kale has her Berserker Rage, Broly mode. And, Bergamo, despite how strong Bergamo actually is, it's still get his ass beat by, Berserker mode freaking Kale. And, oh boy, it would not be easy. It would not be easy indeed. Because the fifth fight would be Kaba versus Android 17. And, seeing as Kaba, that's saying potential, and, Android 17 has kind of a set potential, Kaba would have indeed gotten a lot stronger, and so, well, indeed, it wouldn't be as one-sided as the last two matches. Kaba would indeed get his get back. Basically meaning that Android 17 would have just got, it would have started with Android 17 getting pretty good, but Kaba would get his get back, and that's whenever it would be all she wrote for Android 17, making Kaba the winner. The sixth match would be Batama versus 18. And since 18 is basically, 18, and Botamo is, Botamo, and we guys, we all know how Botamo is and how 18 is. 18 would somehow manage to sneak out the victory. And that means the seventh match would basically be Krillin versus Dr. Rota. And Krillin would just be like, okay, screw this, Solar Flare, and then Kienzon combo. And, well, Dr. Rota wouldn't really have much to, say about that, because he would be just down. Barely avoiding being bisected by the, Kienzon, or Destructo Disc. I personally like Destructo Disc more, but that's just me. Actually, I like them about the same, but, Destructo Disc just, it sounds cool. And, yeah, basically, doing that right after pulling off a solar flare, yeah, basically, Dr. Rota would be blind. So, yeah, just barely being able to dodge being bisected by it, he would still be pretty damn bad. So, yeah, Krillin wins that one. So yeah, sorry about that gloom pause, guys. I just had to jot down the winners so far. And so basically, yeah. So after that, what would be after that? Our eighth match would be Gohan versus Saunel. And, Gohan would just be dog walking the man because he would finally get back that power to where he would basically, in his base form, be the same as his Ultimate Gohan. So Ultimate Gohan would be even stronger if he actually went into that form. Basically, he had been training because he had heard of the quadruple, universe tournament. He had been training so hard that his base had basically become the same level of power as Ultimate Gohan. And basically, because of this, he could basically, like I said, dog walks Saunel. And just gets the win. And basically, Piccolo training in both of his power of, his sync with Nail and his merge with Kami, basically in training with both of those, he would basically get to the point where it would be a pretty even fight against him versus Purina. Basically Piccolo versus Purina. That is until Piccolo basically pulled out the technique that he thought he killed Cell with, but turns out he didn't. And Cell basically killed him, or almost killed him with a technique. So, yeah. Yeah, basically the technique I'm talking about here is being Light Grenade. Or at least, That would have been the case if Piranha didn't dodge last second, only to then basically be in the blast zone area for a Hell Zone grenade. And basically, the light grenade rebounding and then basically firing itself into the Hell Zone grenade as it was exploding. And then making an even bigger explosion. And out. Basically a light grenade, Hell Zone grenade combo. Because Piccolo hadn't been slacking either ever since he heard of the quadruple universe tournament. Gohan or Piccolo weren't slacking off. The 10th match being Goku versus Hit. And Goku only winning because of a last minute, burst of Ultra Instinct. Basically destroying the time cage and beating the ever-living dog shit out of Hit. Hit not really expecting that last burst of, Ultra Instinct. After, Kaioken Blue. Basically, and out of nowhere, right as he's about to end Goku, Ultra Instinct, like da 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 da, like a friggin' music. You best get the step and hit. Basically breaking the time cage and kicking the shit out of him. So yeah, Goku just barely manages to squeak out a win against Hit for the 10th match. And basically coming upon our 11th match, we have Frieza versus Frost. And Frieza just goes into his black form that he apparently has now and decimates Frost. Eviscerates this man. And since there's no rule against killing, basically, yes, literally eviscerates this man from the inside out. And basically, really not making a match, more like a slaughterhouse. If God Key was involved. Just eviscerated Frost in front of everyone there. Eviscerated that man. We went straight into the black form and eviscerated that man. But then again, it's Frieza. Like, you do know what we're talking about here. It's Frieza. You do know who we're talking about here. It's Frieza. Of course you would. And then gloat about it afterwards. So yeah. The 12th match, well, let's see, is there anyone from Universe 6, 9, 7? No, everyone from Universe 6 is pretty much GG, Nori. And the only ones from Universe 7 who didn't really compete yet are Boo and Broly. And the next match would be Broly versus Anazari. Broly of Universe 7 versus Anazari of Universe 50. And basically, Inko's hyped because, another, competitor from their universe, this should be good, and plus they're a Saiyan. This should be rather entertaining. Of what little of the, people of Earth know about the people of the Saiyans of Universe 50, what little they do know about them is true, then this should be very entertaining to watch. I mean, if they're anything like the Saiyans of Universe 7, at least. And Broly is one of those Saiyans who apparently at birth had a power level of 10,000. And basically, Anazari would just be like, oh my god, why me? Why do I have to fight the guy with a power level of 10,000 at birth? And basically, dude would just be like, Broly would just be like, are you not taking me seriously? And, Anazari would just be like, well, I'm not trying to disrespect anything, but, Anazari really just wouldn't want to fight Broly, but, it's just for their universe and all, so I guess I'll do it. And Broly would be like, I don't want to fight either, but this is for my universe, so I guess I'll do it. Basically, Anazari and Broly are in the same mindset as each other. They really don't want to fight, but this is for their universes, so, their respective universes, so they'll do it. And, well, considering that Anazari really doesn't, pay all that much mind to Broly, all of their fighting, Anazari keeps on taking damage from Broly's attacks, but he's still not really, doing all that much to defend or, offensive attack, He isn't really doing all that much. And eventually Broly gets a little peeved, and is like, are you mocking me? It's like that guy in episode 1 of Hellsinger Bridge be like, are you mocking me? And it's like, you know, Alucard's just like, no. Yeah. Shot in the heart. Basically, Broly would be like, are you mocking me? And, you know, he would start to get angry and, you know, get to that berserker mode of his own, you know, his own berserker mode. And, you know, Anazari would, you know, realize that his hair isn't going golden yet. So he does kind of have like a golden greenish aura around him whenever he's in his berserker mode. So this should be sort of interesting. So he tries a little bit harder, but not too much harder. Anazari is kind of like the Shikamaru of Saiyans of Universe 50. It's really hard to get him to do anything and actually try. Though he can take a lot of damage, so yeah. It's very good that he can, because, you know, he doesn't really try all that hard. And it usually takes a lot for him to actually try. But the thing is, whenever he does try, he's a freaking maniac. It's like freaking Jugo, whenever he gets into his Sage mode. And that's the thing. Broly is literally going berserk. And the more he goes berserk, the more Anazari is actually trying to have to, like, self-preservation. And the more he has to, you know, self-preservation, the more he has to try. And whenever he gets to trying, he gets to absolutely destruct mode. And so basically a wrathful Broly against this destruct mode form of Anazari. And, you know, then Broly going into his legendary Super Saiyan. Basically, Anazari, you know, increasing his power to match Broly's power. They're basically really almost destroying the entire freaking world where it's taking place. Like, their fight is literally destroying it bit by bit. And then basically, you know, Broly's about, like, to just throw this, like, planet-destructing blast. And he throws it, like, the Omega Blaster, I think is what it's called. And Anazari has something to answer that. What he has to answer that with is a little thing he likes to call the Dragon Transformation. It's basically like if Super Saiyan was a dragon. And he fires it out like a blast. Like a freaking, like, if Dragon Fist was actually a beam move. That's basically what that is. The Dragon Transformation Blast. Against, you know, an Omega Blaster, but a dragon versus a blast, you know, yeah, basically it would eat that shit and make it even stronger, and Broly would just get sent flying, and basically get knocked out of all of his forms, and, you know, basically go nighty-night. So yeah, Anazari would actually win that one. Just by, you know, the hair of that, you know, last attack. Overpowering the Omega Blaster. With his own, you know, Dragon Form Blaster. So yeah, now basically everyone of Universe 7 basically realizes, yeah, Universe 50 is not full of people that are just jokes. No, that's just seen right now. This is the second member of Universe 50 who has completely dog-walked another person. Though Anazari really wasn't trying, whenever he actually did get to trying, he just dog-walked Broly. Even in his legendary Super Saiyan form. And so now it comes down to the wire. And so yeah. Now shall we get dicey? And now we will get to fight number 13. Unlucky number 13. Boo versus Crystal. Boo of Universe 7 versus Crystal of Universe 50. And how would this fight go? Well, there's a reason why King Cold told Frieza not, to mess with, and probably even told Cooler this, not to mess with Majin Buu. Majin Buu, Crystal tries to put up a good fight, but Majin Buu just dog walks him after a while. Just gets bored of actually, trying to play along, and just starts dog walking Crystal until he just can't really give anymore. So yeah, Boo just, basically just dog walked him after a while. And so Boo wins. But Crystal not necessarily liking this. And well, this Mr. Satan guy, Boo seems to really like, reminds Crystal of someone who basically, tried to manipulate his, his friends in the past. He did indeed have sort of an armored squadron with him. But this guy, tried to manipulate them, and it worked on his, buddies, but it didn't work on him. However, since it did work on his buddies, they basically ended up dead on some, remote planet where their bodies were never found. And so, seeing as, this Satan guy reminded him so much of him, he decides to attack Hercule. the Mr. Satan guy. And, Boo, seeing this, catches the blast, basically, goes over to him and shoves the blast into Crystal's face, killing him. That's even worse than what Basil got in the tournament of the freaking whatever tournament. So yeah, Crystal's not just, went down, but now he's dead. Yeah, Boo's pissed. Because someone just tried to attack his buddy, Hercule. So, yeah, basically after that, I think that's everyone in Universe 7. Yeah, Vegeta. 17. 18. Krillin. Gohan. Piccolo. Goku. Frieza. Broly. And Boo. I think that's everyone in Universe 7. So, that's also everyone in Universe 6 as well. So all that stuff is Universe 9 and Universe 50. And with Azari and Crystal and Izumi already, have being, their own matches. And Azari and Izumi, winning theirs. And Crystal basically not only losing his, but then getting killed by Boo. Just now. And basically, the next match would be Sarel versus Varudi. Yes, Sarel of Universe 9 versus Varudi of Universe 10. Basically, Varuni would actually like a toy with Sarel. And, just kind of later on, whenever she got bored, just... oh, God. It would be like whenever Ultra Instinct Goku was, like, riding, freaking, like, Khalifa's attack. And just, like, popped up, like, boom! It would be that bad. And so, Varuni would actually be the winner. And basically, each and every, like, Saiyan in, Universe 50 can at least go up to Super Saiyan 2. So, yeah. Don't expect any of these, like, wins, if anybody does win from Universe 9 against a Saiyan, to be an easy win. In the slightest. Basically, the 15th match, Roselle of Universe 9 versus Garumeta of Universe 9. Basically, that would just be, well, it wouldn't be easy, but it wouldn't be hard. It would just kind of be like your, jobber match. But here's the thing. Both Namekians on Team Universe 50 can go to Super Namekian. Yes, they have the ability to, go to Super Namekian. So, yeah, Garumeta would kind of squeeze out a win. Basically, match 16, Oregano versus Vira. Oregano of Universe 9 versus Vira of Universe 50. And oh boy, because of the several, little tricks that, Yardradians can do, and, Vyra isn't like most Yardradians. Vyra is an actual fighter and a skilled tactician. So yeah, Vyra would actually be able to squeeze out a win. So yeah, plus all the tricks of the Yardradians, plus actually being a fighter and a master tactician, Vyra would easily be able to squeeze out a win here. I don't believe it's Comfrey, so I think it's Comfrey. Yeah, basically Comfrey versus Batameshri. Oh my. Well, Batameshri being a demon, and close runner-up for the title, if Deborah didn't pull any of this sneaky bullshit, close runner-up for the title of Demon King, basically dog walks Comfrey. Squeaking out a win, yet another win for Universe 50. And seeing as I said, all of the Saiyans of Universe 50 could at least go to Super Saiyan 2, yeah, Kumori's going to decimate Hyssop, or whatever, however you pronounce their name. I think it's Hyssop. I don't know. Yeah, Kumori's going to decimate them. Basically, Chapel versus Vegasshire being the 19th match. You know, Chapel versus Vegasshire. And Vegasshire being around the same power as Badameshri, and then both being demons. Yeah, I don't think Chapel would stand much of a chance. So yeah, definitely going, when going to, Vegasshire of Universe 50. And you know how I said Gukori could, basically all the Namekians on the team, could go Super Namekian, Gukori being a Namekian, Super Namekian. So basically, Hop versus Gukori. Yeah, Gukori's going to freaking destroy Hop. No ifs, ands, or buts. And it looks to be all of Universe 9's fighters, and since Universe 7, Universe 9, that's basically everyone in Universe 9, so yeah, it's getting destroyed. And I'm setting up the fights for round 2 now. Okay, looks like the next round will only be 10 matches. But it seems that we've run into a problem. There are going to be some matches where people from the same universe are going to have to fight each other. Because of how absolutely like dog walked like some things got. And so basically the lots get pulled out and they basically see who's fighting who. Basically for the second round we have Izumi versus Vegeta, Caulifla versus Kale, Kappa versus 18, Krillin versus Gohan, Piccolo versus Goku, Frieza versus Anazari, Boo versus Varuti, Garameta versus Vira, Badameshri versus Kumori, and Vegashire versus Gukori. So yeah, as you can see, it's very lopsided. But hey, that's how things go. And so yeah, with all that shit up in the air, oh boy. Damn, that was a odd one. So yes, just now finishing the first round of the Quadruple Universes tournament, though I guess now it's a Triple Universe tournament, seeing as, all of Universe 9 has now just been deleted. Per, Zenos, because they feel like it. And, Izuku's just glad that all of his universe seems to be doing okay. Rather well. And Vegeta's just like, so I have to fight the human girl. This will be easy. And, Goku has to remind Vegeta of what happened to him whenever he tried to get on to, Rose Goku Black. Got stabbed through the chest with a key sword. That's basically what happened to Basil. Whenever dude fought freaking, her. So, yeah, basically Goku has to remind him of that. And then Vegeta reminds Goku that he got stabbed through the chest with a key sword. As well. Goku's just like, yeah, no comment. So, yeah. So, Goku's gonna fight Piccolo. Doubt that's gonna end well. And I believe Gohan and Krillin are fighting. So, Bajati. So yeah, I hope you guys like this little venture. By the way, about Dragon Ball GTX, I've been doing some episodes of that. Don't worry, there's more coming. For those of you that actually like what I've been doing. So, oh my. Well, and all I'm gonna do is good dark side memories. Like out of here, your boys. Like, favorite, subscribe, hit that little bell. I'll bounce out of Twitch. I'm up on Twitch. Yeet, no yeet. Adios.